Many people think that building a no-code app is so simple that they don't even need to plan it. Well, that's not true. Hi, my name is Guilherme Meira and welcome to the Tech Maker channel. Today I want to start a series to show you guys how to build a no-code app from the idea to the launch, going through all the steps: the planning, design, development, test, and launch. I only have the app idea in my mind, so we'll go through all the steps, all the process together. And today I want to start organizing the idea and planning our process. I have a Notion template that I use for every project that help me get the idea from my head and organize it. So let's go to the screen. So guys, here we have the template, okay? It's a very basic one. I am not Notion expert, but this one is the process that helps me to keep track of all the development process. So first I want to tell you my idea, which is build a recipe app. An app where people can just add and organize their recipes. Creating recipes, they can create shopping lists, they can share those recipes and shopping lists with family and friends. We can have recipes feed where people can share and just publish for everyone to see it, okay? And that's what we're gonna add into this Notion template. So here first we have the title, okay? We can change here to recipe app, and then we have some basic things like status, the link that we can add once we start building it in Bubble. That is the tool that I use to build my apps. We have the type, deadline, and launch date. For the scope of the project, I basically use to just do a brief resume of the idea and what is the actual core of the app. I will do a quick overview of all the items, and then later I can do just fast and forward to fill out all the items here and show you later. Down here for the first item I have some notes, because I used to use other apps to make notes about the development process, and I always forgot where I write those notes. So here I have all my notes that I can add and see anytime I want. Here we have the name. I don't have the name yet, so if you have a great idea for a recipe app name, please leave in the comments. Here I have the problem that this app will solve. Because see, every app needs to solve a problem, and you don't need to find a new problem, just a problem that you have. Even if you already know that is another apps that solve this problem, but they don't solve it in the way you want. So you can always choose the problem you are more related to, or the problem that you see that a large group of people have. Here we have some features, okay? You can always come here and add and edit the features you want for your app, because when you list all the features you'll be able to see the big scope of the project. Here you have to add a main feature, because the app can have a lot of features, and when you launch the app or start testing the app, you do beta testing with users, you will see that most features they can be like relocated or even deleted, but there are some features that you can't change, and there are one feature that is the core of your app that you really need to focus okay? Because sometimes you have 15, 20 features in just one app, but you need to focus on the main core of your app, so the main feature of your app. Here you can list the users. So if you are building a marketplace, you can add the users like the seller, the buyer, the admin, or reviewers. Here you have the plugins. I use to develop my projects, I use Bubble, and in Bubble we have a lot of plugins. So sometimes it's easier to use a plugin to instead of building something from scratch, or sometimes to build a feature you need to use a plugin. And I like to use a lot of plugins in my apps because it makes the development way faster. So here you can add right away all the plugins you might want for your app. Here you have the tools that you're gonna use. I leave it here just to keep track of all the tools that I use and which one I'm gonna use for the specific project. So you can add any tool you want. Here I have Figma, Bubble, AppGyver, Photoshop, just basic tools that I use in my projects. Here I have some a page and actions. So if you click here, you will see just a basic table. Okay, you can here I add just a title. Okay, and for each title there is a page. I add some actions, so you can do whatever you want here. So I most like to change here to let's change the name for like login, sign up, and here I like to change to add the actions I need to add in this specific page. So here we have login, sign up, forgot password, and you can do this for every page you have in your app, so you can keep track of all the actions you need to add. So going back here to the main page, we have of course the platforms we want to do to build our app. If it's only web-based app, or if it is just a mobile-based app, or if it is both, you can just check here. The chronogram is a basic chronogram. You can add all the steps of your development. I will show you later my own, but sometimes you can add your own way to build the chronogram. Going back here, I have just a checklist because most times I just mess up with the steps. So sometimes I start building the UI elements and then I jump to the database and go back to the wireframes and jump forward to the plugins, and that is not a good way to work, because you for sure you will lose track of what you need to do, and once you start to mess up the steps, you can't find your way back, trust me. Here is just a page to do a quick research of our competitor, because when you are building an app, even if it's just a personal app, you need to go to Google or whatever you want and just search for something similar, because when you are building an app, two people can have the same idea. Trust me, it happens. But you don't need to build an app exactly like one that already exists in the market. There is no point for that. So go to Google, do a quick research of your problem you want to solve, the solution you want to build, the apps that already exist, the platforms, and if it is someone is already building something similar, and just do your notes, and then you can change your idea or even build something better. Going back here again, just another checklist, because I always lose track, as you can see. But here is just a place where I can add my color palette. Just check if I already chose the fonts, if I built the inputs, the buttons, because for the UI using Bubble, they have a lot of default designs. But if you're building a unique app, you need to have a unique design. And for a unique design, of course, you must have unique elements. So back again to the recipe app. Of course, the test, and just to check if you do the test, trust me, I see a lot of no-code developers and even code developers that they don't test the app before launching an MVP or a beta testing. So here just an open page, so you can add some notes, because there are too many templates to like test apps, but I believe that each one has their own way to test, because you build the app in a way that only you know where you can find some bugs and something that is not working properly. So you can build your own structure here. For me, I like to just add some tests and some nodes. Maybe with that I add some rebuild chronogram or just calendar to remember what I need to change and when I need to change it. But it's very broad. Okay, you just need to do it no matter how. For the last one, the last item is just a to-do list, because once you finally finish filling all those items, you need a to-do list to track you for all the tasks you must do for the project. So this is the last one you're gonna fill out, because again, I used to use other apps. I always add some titles like app 1 or app and the date I started the app, and I always forgot each to-do list is for each app. So just leave it here, and whenever you want you can add a to-do list and add a new item and delete the item however you want. So I will just do fill out all those items, and I will come back a couple seconds. So here I fill out some items and just the scope of the project, that is the idea for the app, and each problem you solve. Here the name, I'm waiting for you guys in the comments. Okay, for the main feature, we'll be creating recipes and transforming into shopping lists. Of course, here I have all my features, the users, the plugins, the tools I will use. The platform will be mobile. Here for the competitor analysis, I will do it later because it takes too long. It would take too long to do it. The page and actions too, the chronogram, and here is our part where we will use in the process. Okay, so our checklists, and basically that's it. Okay, I will leave it the link for this template and the description. Okay, so you can come back to this video and see how it's done, but it's very easy to use it. As I told you, I'm not a Notion or productivity expert. Okay, I'm not a Google engineer with expertise in projects and big projects. So this is something that helps me to build my own projects, and I hope it can help you too. Okay, so that's it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please, if you liked the video, give a thumbs up. Okay, please subscribe to the channel to help me grow and reach more people. And if you want, I will leave in the description a link for my bubble templates. You can go and check it out, buy something if you want some help to start your own projects. And I will leave all my links below, my social media, my website. And the next video we will start the UI. Okay, we will do some research and start building some elements, and maybe if it is possible, all the wireframes and the UI and the UX design. Okay, so see you in the next video.